Welcome back to the Citystead, everyone. We are going to do another experiment for heating the greenhouse. We have a pretty sunny day going on right now. It is very cold outside, icy, everything. It's a sheet of ice out there. It's kind of crazy. But we do have a lot of sunlight. So I want to try something that I kind of been tossing around a little bit here and there. And I'm not sure exactly how well it's going to do. But it's one of the probably oldest ways of trying to heat something. And we're talking greenhouse effect. And yes, we are in a greenhouse. We do have greenhouse effect. But not enough heat in here to start seeds. And this just kind of an experiment to see if I can actually start seeds and how early I can get them to start. That's what I'm really after here with this whole thing. So I'm going to just do a series of tests and hopefully something works, or if not, we disprove some things like the flower pot candle heater. Fully debunked. So we're on to another method, and this one's a pretty simple method. We've been doing things like this for a long time, and that is just using the sun to heat things up. And we're using the greenhouse to amplify the sun. Now what I'm going to do is, bam, double greenhouse. So I forgot all about this thing actually. It's been sitting in my garage. And I used this to start seeds this year, or last year actually, last season. I started my season, I think it was March that I put seeds in here. And we got some to start for us. So I want to use this as my double greenhouse. I think it could potentially have some benefits. And we're going to put it in there. We're going to do some monitoring. Hold on one second. Back to the chart. You got to have chart. That way you can know what's going on. So like right now it's 25 degrees outside, but it is kind of sunny. And our greenhouse and the current double greenhouse that we have are both at 40. So that's pretty good. I mean, 40 degrees, that's a good temperature. I think at 40 degrees I could sprout seeds. Obviously we're not staying at 40. We dropped down, I think the lowest that it's ever been now was 29. The other day it dropped down to 24. Now that's really cold. That's definitely not, we're not sprouting anything, and if we do, it's going to die as soon as it gets that cold. So, good thing we have a lot of seeds to test with. So let me grab the seed tray. Woo! Every time I come hang out in here, I can only think of that movie Biodome. I wish it was more green and vibrant in here though, like that. So we're going to put our seeds, we're going to put them right up at the top. I think that is where they will get the most sun as it's coming up over. So it's there, about noon. It's almost straight up over us. By the end of the day, it'll be over on the other side. I don't know how much sun this will get today, but if we set it up now, I can kind of monitor it throughout the week even, because we are going to have a couple sunny days. So this test might take more than one day, because we are just testing sunlight heat. We're not testing anything else where I could, get some kind of instant result out of it. Obviously, if we have a day that's not sunny, a double greenhouse is not going to help us any. Or in this case, actually, it's a triple greenhouse. 3 greenhouse effects going on. Bam, bam, and then inside we still have that lid on there. So this is going to be fun, I think. We'll figure out what's going to happen with it. I am going to try to put a bucket of water at the bottom of this, because I hear a lot of good things about heating water, and I think if we tried to amp it up a little bit, we'll do 2 things at once in here. So I'll put like a 5-gallon pail of water under there, and we'll see if that helps keep it warm or not, and we'll just see what happens, what the results of that are. So stay tuned, and we'll do another checkup in a little while, perhaps later on today, because it is sunny, or we'll do another checkup later. So we have seen a big jump with just the sun being out. I mean, we're 25 outside and 40 in here. That's 15 degrees more than it is usually. So normally we're like 3 or 4 degrees we stay above outside. On a nice sunny day, man, we're getting up to 15 degrees extra. That's really good. So we'll give this a test. We'll come back. We'll check it later. And till then, stay tuned. It is a very, very cold day outside today. We're talking like 9 degrees. It's ridiculous. So we finally got all that snow. You see it all out there? Yeah, we got a lot of snow. Not that much, but the bitter cold came with all that snow, and that is what is crazy. So I thought today would be a perfect day to go check up on our double greenhouse experiment. Being that we got all the snow and extra cold. Oh man, you can even see it inside here. It got instantly darker the moment we walked in. There is a thick, thick layer of snow up on top of our greenhouse. So I'm going to shake that off real quick. Get a little bit of light in here. That's better. So I had this idea of the double greenhouse and checking out what the effects of it could be, being that the greenhouse has some really good effects on its own. All right. So I have been watching this for a little while now, a few days that we've had this double greenhouse set up inside of here. Now this greenhouse is actually doing a really good job of keeping it a lot warmer than it is outside. It is 9 degrees outside right now. 9 or 8, you know, it's bouncing around that number. And inside of this greenhouse, we're actually reading 29 degrees. Now that's not too far off of freezing. That is a really good sign to me. The greenhouse itself is at 23, so we used to get like a 2 or 3 degree difference, and now we're maintaining like a 5 and 6 degree difference. And we're actually doing the triple greenhouse if you count that little plastic top over top of that, but it's not really doing that much. So what I want to do is open this up and check out this bucket of water we put in here. I'm not expecting a whole lot as far as the water. I'm pretty sure it's going to be frozen. But we should check just in case. So yeah, our bucket of water is frozen. I was thinking maybe if I put it in here, it would collect some of that heat and let it off slowly, but it's just a block of ice. There ain't no water in there at all. You can't really tell the difference in the double greenhouse, but I do think it is warmer. And everything I've seen, the numbers show that it's warmer. So being that the numbers actually show us that this thing is warmer than the regular greenhouse, and it stays warmer than the regular greenhouse, and on a very sunny day, it's exceptionally well at trapping a lot of heat in here. This is all very positive signs in my book. So I think I want to leave this setup in here and then try to add to this to see if we can do something to bring the temp up inside of this greenhouse. I think that's where we're going to go next, is building something to work in conjunction with the double greenhouse. Now this thing's a little bit big for in here. I might try to get a different setup, or maybe I'll build those cold frame boxes like we've been talking about. And I think that shows a lot of good signs of promise. So we're going to get to working on that as our next experiment. We're going to add to working with the double greenhouse effect. And I think we're going to get some way better results after we start doing a couple more things. So stay tuned for experiment number 3. But I would say experiment number 2 is somewhat of a success. Now it's not keeping it above freezing, but it is keeping it warmer than what it was before, how it was set up before. So this thing in here, I give it a thumbs up. And I just want to see where we can go with this. So stay tuned for number 3. Should hopefully be out next week if we can get some stuff done this week. If not, we'll do it whenever we get the chance to it. So thanks for coming around. Thanks for checking out our channel. Remember, subscribe if you like the channel. Give us a big thumbs up. And I'll leave you with a couple other videos you can watch. And that's it. We're out of here. See you guys later.